Hello, this is Zamanzadeh from ZZNetworking.com. In order to see better, press this icon to view full screen. In this tutorial, we are going to be dealing with nesting queries. Sometimes obtaining the desired results requires two or more steps, as shown in the following two examples. List the number of each part in class TY. List the order numbers that contain an order line for a part in class TY. It is possible to place one query inside another. The inner query is called a subquery. The subquery is evaluated first. After the subquery has been evaluated, the outer query can use the results of the subquery to find its results. The result for the previous two examples can be found in a single step by using the following query. You select the order number from the order line table where the part number is in, and then you select the part number from the part table where the class equals TY. Here the command shown in parentheses is the subquery. This here is considered to be the subquery. This subquery is evaluated first, producing a temporary table. The temporary table is used only to evaluate the query. It is not available to the user or displayed, and is deleted after the evaluation of the query is completed. Now let's give some examples so that way this becomes simpler for you to understand. Before we go on to the actual subqueries themselves, there's something I want to show you briefly. First, select all the columns from the rep table. Now go ahead and copy the following query. Select the last name from rep where the last name equals Smith. Make sure to put this S here in lowercase. Hit Control Enter, and you'll see that there's no data found. Now, in the second session, go ahead and code select last name from rep where last name equals Smith, uppercase S. Hit Control Enter, and you get the value. The reason for this is whenever you put something in single quotes, it expects to find the exact value. When we select all from the rep table, you'll notice that the Smith here on the first line, the first letter is capitalized and the rest is in lowercase. However you insert this data, whenever you put something in single quotes, it has to match exactly. Otherwise, you'll either get an error or no data found. Keep that in mind for the following examples. Now, to start off, let's go ahead and select all the columns from the part table. This will be our first example of a subquery. Now, we want to find, we additionally want to find the order number for all the parts on order line that fit the class TY. So we want to find an order number on the order line table for all parts that correlate to the class TY. How can we do this? Well, we can do this in two steps. Before we do this, go to the order line table. You can notice that we have order number here, and we have this column here that refers to part number. Now, since we want to find the order number for all parts that are in the category TY, we first have to select the part number from the part table where the class equals TY. We find that the part number is 125. The second step is we select the order number from the order line table where the part number is in 125, and we get the following two order numbers. Now, doing this in two steps becomes more complicated. It's better to do in one step. So the way to do this is we have a subquery, or a nested query. To nest queries, sometimes it's easier to code the subquery first and then the outer query. So what we do is we say, let's break this up into two sections so it's clearer. Our inner query, which will be executed first, we select the part number from the part table where the class equals to TY. We then pass this information to our outer query. Because remember, this query executes first. This executes first and then passes information in a temporary table to our outer query. Once we find a part number from the part table where the class equals ty, we pass that information here. And here we say select the order number from the order line table where the part number is in whatever the answer is. Now, we're going to get the same exact value when we execute this query. We're going to get order number 111 and 777. And sure enough, we execute this query and we get exactly the same results. Now, let's try another example. Let's first select all from the rep table. Let's view our table. Suppose we want to find the rep number, the last name, and the first name for our representatives who represent customers whose balance is greater than 12,000. So now let's go ahead and select all from the customer table. So we want to find the rep numbers and the first name and last name of the representative who represents a customer whose balance is more than 12,000. We see that the rep number column is here, and our representatives are underneath that. We see that the balance column is here in the customer table. So how do we do this? Well, we've put in our inner query, in parentheses, remember to open and close the parentheses, we want to select the rep number from this table customer where balance is greater than 12,000. And then we want to pass that answer to our outer query, where we select the rep number, the last name, the first name from the rep table where the rep number is in whatever answer our inner query gave us. We hit that, and now we know the rep numbers, the last name and first name of our representatives who represent customers whose balances are greater than 12,000. Now, this may be a little confusing, so I'm going to give you another few examples in the next video. I hope this has been helpful, and in the future video we will deal with this in a little bit more depth. Thank you for your time, and may God bless you.